Well, at the Abuja Marathon, it's a double victory for Kenya in the men and women categories, as Emmanuel Naibet of Kenya has won the first edition of the International Marathon. Mr. Naibet crossed the finish line in 2 hours, 17 minutes. The Kenyan is also the winner of the 2019 Lagos Marathon and runner-up Guangzhou China Marathon 2019. Another Kenyan, Ruth Jebet, took the women's first place. Ms. Jebet ran a provisional time of 2 hours, 37 minutes. Let's join our sports correspondent Solomon Ajiziogu to give us more updates on the Abuja Marathon. Solomon, it seems like the Kenyans are taking over the marathon scene in Lagos. Sometime ago, we had this same Naibet winning the Lagos Marathon, and now he has gone to Abuja to take the coveted prize. What is the mood out there in Abuja at this time?
Well, the mood out here is so much of fun. They are happy. It's the first time this sort of event is taking place in Abuja. Usually they will say that Abuja City, the federal capital, is a sleepy town, but this is a point of excitement for a whole lot of them who have come out, thousands of them taking part in this marathon. Emmanuel Naibet of Kenya took the first place. The accurate time, because the time I gave earlier was the provisional time, the accurate time is 2 hours, 13.45 minutes. So that's a course record because this is the first time. For the ladies, it was Ruth Jebet. Ruth Jebet is taking part in the 42-kilometer marathon for the first time. You know, she was the 2016 Olympics gold medalist in the 3,000 meters steeplechase, and she was a world record holder also in the 3,000 meters. So this is her first time running the full marathon, and it is her first time in Nigeria. So she's the first lady to win the Abuja Marathon for the women. So, but aside from that, it's been fun all the way. Yes, the marathon has had its teething problems, these little hiccups here and there because it's the first edition. But the residents here who have taken part hope that this marathon will continue year after year for them to enjoy.
As you've talked about the initial teething problems, and I'm sure you've spoken with government officials. What are the plans for them to handle this marathon to the extent that it's more attractive to many more foreigners coming into the country to participate?
For this first edition of the marathon, we had 32 athletes from outside Nigeria. The lady who won, Ruth Jebet, is Kenyan born, but she competes for Bahrain. You remember in 2016 when she won the Olympic gold medal, she got so much money from Bahrain. Then you had athletes from Cameroon, from Kenya, from Ethiopia taking part in this race. In addition to the 32 of them from outside Nigeria, you also have more than 100 Nigerian elite athletes taking part, who took part in this. So now, it is these athletes that make your marathon ranked and rated. The officials are hoping that this is just the first edition. It's like the pilot. They will now have to go back, look at the things they did not get right, the things that they got right, build on it, and then return next year. Now, it will be to the credit of Nigerian athletes who have been training without competitions to continue to have events like this. If you have a marathon in Lagos, you have a marathon in Abuja, you have a marathon in Kaduna, you have marathon all over the country, and you have them staggered like that, then the athletes who do long distance races, who do road races, then we have events to look forward to. Then those who keep fit, well-being people who train every day, who jog every day, who see no opportunity to gather like this, will get the opportunity. It's the first time people in Abuja are having this opportunity on this magnitude, because this contest, the race, was streamed all over the world. It was on broadcast everywhere, and everyone saw it all around the world.
Kenyans have taken the first position in the men's race, and of course the women's race as well. What is the position of any Nigerian? Has any Nigerian been in the top 10?
Well, what we will do is to wait for the entire official result. The race, the Kenyans naturally would win. You wouldn't expect Nigerians to win this. This course is, the course here is a very, very funny course. The Lagos course, for instance, is more flat, is very flat. This race in Abuja, the course is winding, confusing. It goes up, it goes down. It's a tougher course to run than every other one, than Lagos and a whole lot of race courses around the world. Now, the other thing is that if you are not careful on the course of the Abuja Marathon, you miss your way. Some of the athletes miss their way even, and we hope that these things will be looked at, these things will be corrected, and then for next year, they will do better. For the Nigerian athletes, they look to fight again next year when this race comes up again. But one thing I must tell you, that the weather has been very, very clement for this race. We were expecting a hot weather, but no, it was cool, it was breezy, it threatened to rain, it drizzled a little, and then it stopped.
Okay, Solomon, finally, security architecture in that area. Tell us about the level of security, seeing that this is the first Abuja City Marathon.
Well, the people here are free. They moved about as if nothing was really happening in the sense. There was not heavy security presence here because I guess it was not necessary. If it was necessary, you would have seen a whole lot of it. The course of the race is within the metropolis, as it were, and you might not need so much of the security presence. You see a bit of them here and there, and the security that was required for this is none other than the security that was already in existence in the Federal Capital Territory, so they did not need to do anything extra to provide security. The people are having fun, and you do not need too many security men and guns overbearing on the people and preventing them from having their fun, because when you have too many guns and you have too many security personnel, it is stifling and the people won't be able to have fun. So the security here is not is light to enable the people have the fun of their lives, and they are here having fun.
All right, Solomon Ajiziego, thank you so much for talking to us. We expect some more updates in the course of our bulletins. Thank you very much.